Bioluminescence is a natural phenomenon where living organisms emit light. Bioluminescence can be found in a variety of creatures, from tiny plankton to deep-sea squids and even some fungi. The light emitted by bioluminescent organisms is created through a chemical reaction within their body, usually involving the interaction of a special enzyme called luciferase with a molecule called luciferin. When the two come together, they create a burst of energy that is released in the form of light. Bioluminescence is a fascinating and beautiful process, and it serves a variety of purposes for the organisms that use it. Some use it as a form of communication, to attract mates or signal to predators. Others use it to hunt prey, by luring them closer with the promise of a glowing meal. With that being said, here are a few examples of bioluminescent animals. Fireflies. Fireflies are perhaps one of the most well-known examples of bioluminescent organisms. These small, winged beetles are famous for their ability to produce flashes of light, which they use for a variety of purposes. Most commonly, fireflies use their bioluminescence as a means of communication. Males will fly around at night and flash a specific pattern of light to attract females. If a female is interested, she will respond with her own flash pattern, and the two will fly towards each other until they meet. Fireflies also use their bioluminescence to ward off predators. The light they produce is actually a chemical reaction that generates heat, and predators like birds and spiders quickly learn that eating a firefly isn't worth the burn. Interestingly, not all fireflies use their bioluminescence for the same purpose. Some species of fireflies don't produce light at all, but instead use pheromones to attract mates. Others produce light only as larvae, to warn predators that they are toxic and should not be eaten. Squid. Squid are fascinating creatures that have evolved a unique ability to produce light, allowing them to thrive in the dark depths of the ocean. Using bioluminescence, squid can communicate with each other, confuse predators, and even evade capture. One way squid use their bioluminescence is to communicate with each other. For example, when a male squid wants to attract a mate, he'll put on a light show by flashing patterns of light across his body. The female squid will respond in kind, and the two will engage in a dance of light that is both beautiful and effective. Squid also use their bioluminescence to confuse predators. When threatened, some species of squid will release a cloud of ink, which not only provides cover for their escape but also contains bioluminescent particles that can light up the water around them. This creates a dazzling display that can temporarily disorient predators and allow the squid to escape. In addition, some species of squid have evolved the ability to produce light that matches the ambient light of their environment, effectively making them invisible to predators. This is called counterillumination, and it allows squid to blend in with the surrounding water and avoid detection. Jellyfish. Jellyfish are like living disco balls of the sea, thanks to their bioluminescence. These gelatinous creatures are famous for their glowing beauty, which they use for a variety of purposes. For starters, jellyfish use their bioluminescence to attract prey. When they encounter a potential meal, they emit a flash of light that lures the prey closer. Once the prey is within reach, the jellyfish uses its tentacles to ensnare it and bring it closer to its mouth. Jellyfish also use their bioluminescence to defend themselves. When they feel threatened, they can produce a bright burst of light that startles their attacker and gives the jellyfish a chance to make a quick getaway. Some species of jellyfish can even release glowing mucus to create a protective barrier around themselves, deterring predators from getting too close. But perhaps the most enchanting use of jellyfish bioluminescence is simply as a way of dazzling and delighting anyone lucky enough to witness it. Imagine floating in the dark, inky depths of the ocean and suddenly being surrounded by a swarm of glowing jellyfish, each one shimmering with its own unique light show. It's no wonder that people find jellyfish so captivating, and that their bioluminescence has inspired everything from art to fashion to music. Anglerfish, a true master of the art of seduction, and one of the most amusing bioluminescent creatures out there. You see, the anglerfish has a rather unusual way of attracting a mate. The females of the species have a specialized dorsal fin that emits a bright light, like a fishing lure. This light attracts unsuspecting males, who mistake it for prey and swim towards it. But once they get close, the female anglerfish snatches them up with her huge, gaping jaws and never lets go. Now, you might be wondering, why would any self-respecting male fish fall for such an obvious trap? Well, the answer lies in the depths of the ocean, where food can be scarce and the chances of finding a mate even scarcer. In this environment, any potential mate is worth taking a risk for, even if it means getting swallowed whole by a giant, toothy predator. But that's not all the anglerfish can do with its bioluminescence. Some species can even control the brightness of their light, using it to lure different types of prey or to blend in with their surroundings. And some anglerfish have even evolved bioluminescent bacteria in their body, which they use to generate light without having to use energy themselves. Glowworms. Glowworms are like little living light bulbs that light up the night. But they're not worms at all. They're actually the larvae of a type of beetle, but don't let that fool you, they're much cooler than your average bug. When a glowworm wants to light up, it produces a chemical reaction inside its body that creates a bright, glowing light. This light is used to attract prey, which the glowworm catches using sticky threads. It's like a tiny, glowing spider. Glowworms are also famous for their unique mating habits. When a male glowworm is looking for a mate, he flies around flashing his own light in a specific pattern. If a female is interested, she'll respond with her own flash, and the male will fly over to her. Once they've found each other, the male and female glowworms mate and lay their eggs. The eggs hatch into tiny larvae, and the cycle starts all over again. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the amazing world of bioluminescence. We hope you enjoyed learning about the different animals that can light up the dark, and maybe even gained a new appreciation for the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Remember, the ability to create light is just one of the many incredible adaptations that animals have developed to survive and thrive in their environments. Whether it's camouflage, mimicry, or even super strength, every creature has its own unique set of skills that make it a marvel of the natural world. So keep your curiosity burning bright and never stop exploring. Who knows what other wonders of nature you might discover? Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.